Hi traders, in today's video I am going to talk about dynamic exits and the secrets behind them and why they are the most important component in any trading strategy. Let's start. First of all, just before I start to dig deep in this topic, if you are looking for a good VPS that is reliable and you can run multiple platforms, brokers like MT4, MT5s at the same time, I finally partnered up with a VPS provider that I found actually good and that I can recommend for my viewers honestly, because that is very important for me. And this is why in the last 4 years I never recommended any VPS providers because I didn't really like them. And now I partnered up with Deepgate. They have a great service and you get 30% off if you sign up with my code TheNomadTrader. That's all. And let's jump into the video. To use a dynamic exit, it takes a kind of a wisdom, because I've never seen beginner traders care about dynamic exits. Even intermediate traders and algo traders or coders, I never seen to care about dynamic exit much, but it is very, very important. And in this video, I will be just talk about the 3 kind of dynamic exits that you can add to your codes, to your EAs to make them better. First of all, we have the easiest one. It is a time-based dynamic exit. It is basically an expiration of your trade. So when your trade hits a certain hour or minutes or days after your EA opened the trade, your EA will automatically close the trade at that X hour, X minutes, X days after opening the trade. It is the easiest one. And it is interesting because it is the easiest one, but it is working exceptionally well added to a stop loss, take profit based old school system. It increases the probability to win long term so much. Now, my hair is pretty crazy right now, but never mind. So I actually recommend to just start with this. Just code this simple dynamic exit to your EA and try it out. Let's optimize a little bit, run it on out of sample data, and you will see that it adds to your strategy in walk forward testing and in usual back testing as well. The second thing is price action based dynamic exit. What does it mean? It means that when you have a certain candle formation or price action pattern, you can code it yourself as a custom one that I am usually doing because that seems to work better. I think it is because it is not used by many people. And so it hasn't lost its edge over the market. Or you can actually use like just some very simple candle formations like the engulfing pattern. And when it happens, your EA is closing the trade as a dynamic exit before it would hit TP or SL. So it can close the trade at a better position than TP or SL. I am using this kind of stuff in all of my EAs because it is working so good. The best thing is to combine the first and the second. So close a trade after X hours and X or X minutes or X days, like close the trade, but only it is a dynamic exit that now I will tell you. Close the trade, but not just when an engulfing pattern arises, or not just when X minutes or X days passed, because that's just a single parameter. And it can happen like quickly, like in a few pips. That is not good. You won't have a good risk to reward ratio if you just close the trade at the first engulfing pattern or dodgy candle. But if you combine them, if you close the trade, let's say 3 days after opening the trade or 1 week after opening the trade, and when the first engulfing pattern or dodgy candle or anything, any pattern, head and shoulders pattern, but this is too complex for this dynamic exit stuff at the beginning. If it happens, so you wait 3 days, and after that, the algorithm will allow the EA to start to look for the dynamic exit, the price action based dynamic exit. So the first set of dynamic exit parameter, that is the 3-day dynamic exit parameter, will allow the second set of dynamic exit to start to work. So basically, after 3 days, it will start to look for opportunities to exit the market, and it will exit the market only after minimum of 3 days if it sees an engulfing pattern. It is this easy. And the third system is the indicator-based system. It can be an ATR indicator that is already used by many traders. That is very good. And also you can be more creative and you can combine indicators. You can combine the ATR, put an RSI in it, or beside it, or on the top of it, and plus a moving average. You can create a whole strategy for the dynamic exit. And most of the time, you will have a more complex set of dynamic exit indicators and strategies than the entry strategy when you realize in backtest how much more important it is to close your trades well than to open them well. Of course, that is highly important, but if you open a trade at a good time but close it at the wrong time, you lose. But if you open a trade at the wrong time but close it at a good time, you win. So actually, dynamic exit is more important. It is interesting, right? So the best way actually to use a dynamic exit empire system, more complex system in your EA, is to combine the three. So have an X minutes, hours, days, weeks parameter, a price action parameter, and a indicator based parameter, and not just at once but in different blocks. So, and I recommend to combine the first element with the second and the first with the third element. So a X time parameter with a price action parameter plus, but completely separately, a X time parameter plus an indicator based parameter dynamic exit, and you will see how much it adds to your strategy in every factor, and you will be able to backtest your strategies even without optimization and have good results that are not like this, like for 10 years, and that is crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in this topic in more detail, I know some of you are really interested in this topic in more detail, how I am choosing my dynamic exits. If you are interested in that, if more people are interested in this topic, just let me know in the comments or on Telegram or email, and I will make some videos where I put different kind of dynamic exits to a really simple EA that has a really simple entry signal, like a moving average cross entry signal that doesn't work anymore in these highly advanced AI robots and stuff in this age of the rise of the AI. But with the different dynamic exits, you will see how much better they are working, and you will be able to have some great conclusions. Just let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, because that is a good way to show support. Ciao.